Hey everybody, this is Andrew here with the Tower eBike Repair Shop. Today we're going to be talking about e-bike prices and are they going up? Well, the short answer is yes. A lot of e-bike prices are unfortunately increasing all over the market. Now there are a few reasons why this is happening. One of the biggest reasons why this is occurring is just due to supply chain issues. Now, supply chain issues can pop up due to any sort of global event. When we saw the Evergreen boat get stuck in that passage, fortunately, we did see prices of a lot of products go up, as obviously that interfered with a lot of global trade through that canal. But also we see it with things like COVID currently. We get entire cities over in China, unfortunately shut down due to this pandemic. And as a result, nothing's getting produced at these factories. A lot of times there's a big delay before these things hit, so you might not feel them right away. You'll read about this disruption, but then nothing really comes of it. But then 4 or 5 months down the line, you're like, oh my God, why did this price jump up so much? A lot of that reason is because a lot of the things that we're getting up to this point are already in the supply chain, so they're already working and on their way to us. It takes a while for something to go from its very beginning all the way to our shelves. So a lot of times these factories shut down, we don't feel it till about 3 or 4 months in. So a lot of these factories currently have been shut down, so we are predicting a lot of price jumps. Like Rad themselves have recently increased their price of about $100 to $200 across most of their lines. Lots of other brands have sent out similar emails, like Juiced as well, so it's hitting just about everybody. One of the other things that's causing the increase on prices, and this kind of stacks with those supply chain issues, and that is there's a huge demand for e-bikes right now. When the pandemic hit, a lot of people are looking to kind of get out and get active, and a lot of people found a lot of joy in riding bikes and riding e-bikes in particular. So a lot of people are looking to get into e-bikes, a lot of people are looking to upgrade, shop around, get their friends e-biking. So the demand for e-bikes, at least in the United States, has increased a huge, huge amount. So when you combine that with the fact that there's huge supply chain issues, we only get a few bikes and stuff trickling in, and the moment they kind of hit the market, they are sold. So you might have experienced that while shopping around, and that it's just tough to find bikes in stock. Well, that's part of the reason for some of these price increases. Now, one of the other big reasons for a price increase is, fortunately, there's been a 25% tariff on a lot of e-bike goods coming out of China. Now, the tariffs come and go. We had one, a couple years ago, then it went away. Now, as of 2021, we did have another one pop up that is currently active now in 2022. Now, in a few months, this tariff could go away, could stay on, could go away and another tariff pop up. But as of now, there is a pretty steep tariff on a lot of e-bike components coming out of China. The e-bike brand that you're looking at, maybe manufactured in Taiwan or Mexico or lots of other places. But one of the key parts is at least some part of the electronics is almost always made overseas in China. So at some point on the bike, there is some sort of price increase due to the tariff, and that price, a lot of times, it's translated onto the end price of the bike. Now, one thing a lot of other brands have done is, like ourselves here at Tower, is we stocked up on a lot of things kind of when this pandemic started. If we did have these big supply chain issues, we'd have a big stock. Now, there are a lot of brands that do have huge stocks of bikes. There are other brands that are kind of hurting for bikes, other brands that have a decent inventory but are increasing the prices of their bikes. Now, as we've discussed, these price increases aren't necessarily brands being like, we're going to get more money out of these bikes and charge everybody more. A lot of times they just have to because the price of just about everything has unfortunately gone up. So those are some of the reasons for the price increases on e-bikes. So be sure to check out the market all the time. There are always changes, especially in the e-bike world, a lot of moving parts. It's a big growing industry, and we're seeing a lot of discounts. We're seeing a lot of tariffs. So it's very interesting to see what the future will hold. And thanks for joining us, and hope you have a great day.